Alright, what's up guys, this is Spooky, and welcome back to Let's Play Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link. In the previous part, we defeated Palace number 2, which is my Dora Palace, and we got the Handy Glove, which is a great item. It breaks through some bricks. Now we want to head on to Palace number 3, which is the Island Palace, but unfortunately, all the ways we can get there are blocked, except for Death Mountain, which is the most treacherous way, and that's what we're going to be traversing through today, so let's check it out. First off, we're going to go this way and try to find our way through the Maze of Caves. This is the main and most important reason that we had to get the candle. There are other areas I went through that we could have possibly made it through without, but Death Mountain is definitely a dangerous place. These moblins are starting to get more aggressive and more annoying. They have a lot of health too, considering we're already level 4 in attack. That's the first area, pretty easy, right? So we're gonna go right here, continue on. Got some Octoroks. I think I'll wait on using some magic. We have a Goroya. This one's light blue, but still starting to get a little easier. Okay, let's continue. Next, we're forced to go this way, so let's do it. This time I think I'll do it. Why not? Okay, so there's a few ways we can go here. We can go up and to the left, we can go up and to the right, or we can go right here. I'm gonna kill this enemy first, just because he's worth a good amount of experience. I think there's another one of these here. This is just to show you how easily you can get lost here in Death Mountain. There's so many different areas and ways to go. This is actually not the way we want to go. It's just to show you how convoluted and crazy it can get at this point. But instead, we're going to go back down. Thankfully, those axe-wielding enemies don't come back. It's also a good thing to get some levels before coming to Death Mountain. It makes it much easier. Here, we're going to go to the right. Another very treacherous area here. So these XP sapping enemies. Well, we made it. And to the right again. This area much more difficult. I'm actually going to use shield here because there's a tough enemy in this area. You actually can't block his axes at all. At least not currently. Oh, we got a magic refill. Great. So, I'm just going to take advantage of the fact that there's so much magic here to refill my health. Let me get some extra experience. Why not? We're actually doing pretty well here in Death Mountain. This area is usually pretty tough, but we're nearly through it. The Goroya still does some pretty good damage. There we go. Oh, we got him. Still doing okay. This game, I gotta say, was really tough for me when I was younger. My mom picked it up on the cheap somewhere, gave it to me because I liked Zelda 1 so much. But this one was definitely frustrating. It took me a while to beat it. Got lost a few times also, but leveling up always helps. Why not? Almost there. Oh, we get a refill. Cool, let's take it. Alright, so we're through. We made it to the southern part of the game. Let's see what we can do while here. First off, let's check out this cave, see what's going on. Oh, here's another one of these tough enemies. Especially when they trap you like this. There we go. They're worth a lot of experience though. this time I will refill. Let's continue. Alright, so there's a few different ways we can go. I'm gonna explore everything here, just for kicks. So let's go to the right first. Nothing here. Alright. Next, let's try left. These weird little spiny enemies. Can't really defeat them right now. Level in magic? Sure, why not? See, the cost of life spell shot down to 50, and jump is much cheaper now too. Good to see. Let me get some magic refills. Might as well get our health back. And now the last area to explore, which is to the right. We're also getting some good experience while we're here. XP is always nice. This lava is instant death, much like the ocean area that we saw in part 1. Yeah, I'm really trying to read his axe throws to make the— oh, we got a refill. Sure, why not? And we get a new item, the hammer. This item, the hammer, is also very important to us, as it's gonna allow us to reach some areas that we couldn't before. Basically, all those huge unbreakable bricks that you saw on the world map, we can bust them all open with the hammer. And if you recall, in our previous videos, we passed by quite a few of those. So we're going to make sure to check them all out and see if there's anything useful. Sorry guys, just being really careful here on the jumps. Don't want to take any risks. Most of the annoying enemies here are gone. So we're just going to speed right on through and head back to the entrance. I really like the soundtrack to this game, especially the battle themes, the dungeon themes. They're all pretty cool. So as you see, we can break that brick. But let's step on this area and see what happens. It's cool. So as you see, we found a hidden cave right underneath that brick. Fell right on through. And here there's another magic container. So we're all the way up to 6, which is pretty sick. So many casts of the life spell. We're gonna need them, trust me. Alright, so as just something to note, the hammer doesn't just break those large bricks. You can also chop down trees with it. Let's get that extra XP. Just something of note. Anyway, rather than go back through the long way, I'm gonna head this way because this is what's gonna allow us to continue to the east and head towards Island Palace, which of course was our original intention. Coming through all this way. There you go. Good stuff, guys. We made it through Death Mountain without too much trouble. Now we're just gonna cross on through. Why not? We have a lot of magic. We have enough now that we could cast heal again if we really needed to. There's those bubbles again. He juked me. That was slick. Made it look like he was gonna throw one, and then the double chuck, the mix up, the left right. Alright, and we cleared on through. There's actually something here in this area. Let's see if we can find it. Oh, here it is. It's another Link doll. That's good. So now there's four Spookies in reserve. Excuse me for always laughing at that joke, but it's funny. Here we have a whole graveyard to cross. I'm gonna pass through a part of it. This area is really annoying. Tough enemies here. No surprise considering where we are. These enemies take XP from you also. But I'm gonna cross through just to show you where we want to go next. Oh, we need some help. Thankfully there's also a town nearby. Wow, these guys are kicking my butt. Holy. Anyway, gonna pause here. You can see off to the right there that there is another palace. That's actually the island palace, and it's where we're going to be going to next, but we can't really get there yet. So let's do some other stuff. Now that we have the hammer, let's take advantage and check some areas out. So first off, we're pretty low on health right now, so I'd like to go to this town, check it out. We also can't go this way either, towards the ocean here. So a couple of areas that we've opened up to ourselves, but also some newly blocked off ones that we've discovered. Let's go get some health back. Anything in here? Nope. We need our magic restored also. So, see a little empty door up there. But we don't have enough MP to jump up. There we go. Perfect timing. Here's the old lady. Let's go ahead and see if we can get up here. There we go. We made it. Let's see, is there anything here? Oh, there you go. The door will not open. Huh. Alright. Let's jump up here and head into the church. See what we find. Oh, it's not a wizard, huh? What is this? Let's see. Alright, so we gain a new sword ability, and that's the ability to use the down stab. So I jump and I hold down, goes for this stab. This move is great. If you recall those spiny little enemies that we saw earlier, you actually can kill them with the down thrust. It's also good for just bouncing off enemies. And it makes it a lot easier for you to move quickly through dungeons and attack enemies below you. So a great ability, and one that's actually necessary to beat the game, believe it or not, because sometimes there are those bricks below you that you need to break with the glove. The only way to get through them is to use the down thrust. Please, my daughter is sick. Help her. Alright, it's another one of those quests. It's for a spell that we're gonna need to make it to the Midoro Palace. Excuse me, to the Island Palace. So let's get on that. What is the name of this town? So many people here. Huh. Can't check the signpost. Interesting. Let's check from the beginning. There we go. Oh, Harbor Town of Mido. Mido is definitely a character in Ocarina of Time, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, we're gonna break through that brick. Continue. So there's a couple of more places that we can break through. One is over here. So let's try this one first. See what's in this cave. There's that spiny enemy. Now we can kill it. Cool, right? Yeah, the down thrust is a great ability. Get a heart container. Cool, 6 and 6. That's great. More health is definitely welcomed. The enemies are only going to get tougher. We're still very early on in the game here, believe it or not, despite how many levels we've gained so far. It's going to cost a lot more experience to get levels soon. Okay, if you recall, there was one more area that we can now open up with the hammer. That was here in a part of the swamps. That's where I'm heading to. And no, you can't get the doll again. Too bad. It'd be an easy source of extra lives, but we'll have to make do. Oh, here's one of these crocodiles, whatever they are. Pretty tough, that's what they are. Nice. Oh, there's another one. Might as well use some magic. And here we get this strange little potion here. This is actually the medicine that's gonna cure that old lady's daughter. So let's bring it back to her. Down thrust is useful versus these enemies too. If you can predict when they're gonna jump at you, you get them with the down thrust. Save yourself some trouble. Anyway, out of the swamps we go. Alright, back on through. And now let's go see what our reward is. Might as well get my health back while I'm here. No reason to not take a free refill, right? Here she is. The water of life. And now finally we get another spell. This one also necessary for us to beat the game. Each spell has its own worth. They'll do something that either you'll need or you'll want. This time we get the fairy spell. Costs 40 MP. What does the fairy spell do? Well, you're about to find out, as it's what's going to allow us to finally get to the island palace. So good stuff to us. We crossed Death Mountain and we completed the preparations for the Island Palace. We had a couple of levels too, and we're almost halfway to another one, so that's good. Anyway, to get the Island Palace, we're gonna want to go south into the good old graveyard here. This is the King's Tomb. Not really that relevant, except that it's a placeholder or a landmark for you to use. Basically, go directly south from the tomb. Oh man, down thrust really helps versus these guys too, huh? And you'll fall down this little area here. So this is interesting. You have this big place that I can't pass through. Not even the jump spell is good enough to get me up here. So let's try our new spell, Fairy. Yeah. That's kind of creepy, but it works. Gets the job done. Now we're a fairy, and we can fly around, get to where we gotta go. So let's do it. Continue on. Now we've made it here to this little island where the island palace is located. Just gotta clear this last random encounter. Here we are. Alright guys, so this is palace number 3, the island palace. And once again, but we're gonna start on the next time. So once again, I want to thank you all for tuning in to Let's Play Zelda 2: The Adventure of Link. And again, next time we're gonna fight our way through the island palace and see what we can find inside. Thanks again for tuning in. Leave your comments. Hopefully you guys are all enjoying it so far. See you all soon.